You can see right now, I have my whole entire team on here. So far, they've sent out 2 newsletters today. By the end of the day, all 19 of these newsletters will be here, right? So if we come over here, there's a familiar face that's going to be on a lot of newsletters for a long time. But when I come over here and I click on newsletter publications, and let me just make sure I'm logged into the right account as the right user. Okay, good. You can see that we have all of these publications here. Okay. Now, remember what I told you. This software has been set up to be able to handle multiple newsletters. Does everybody understand that? It wasn't just one single newsletter. We knew that we had all these properties. And we also know that Perry teaches, look, if you got a newsletter that makes you $100 a day or whatever, go out there and, create 5 or 10 newsletters, right? Because now you're up to $1,000 a day on little teeny tiny newsletters that are, some are making 100, some are making 200. You might get one that eventually makes you 500 or 1,000 a day, right? Who knows? The sky's the limit. So we needed to create a system that would allow us to do multiple newsletters. Not only that, notice over here on the right, we needed to have a system that will keep track when the newsletters were supposed to send out, right? Now I'm going to come over here and I just want to make sure that I am on the latest version. Yeah, okay, good. So here's all of our newsletters. And by the way, I want to give Perry just a heads up real quick. Somebody give me an idea for a newsletter that we can create like right now. And Perry, maybe you can help me and you could make a little logo.
I'll go create a logo for it. Somebody give me a name.
Yeah, I'll let you choose it. That way they don't think this is set up or anything.
I like the sneaker thing is okay. Let's do sneakers.
Sneakers.
Like sneaker collectors.
Is that a thing? Sneakers, that's a thing? Okay.
Huge thing. Multi-$1,000 sneakers.
Whoever said sneakers, come up with a name for your newsletter. Come up with a name for your newsletter. Who said sneakers? Let me find you. Sneaker Cash. Okay, you like that name, Perry?
Say again?
There's the Sneaker Insider. Does that work? Oh, he's got it. Okay.
There you go.
So watch this. Let's do this for reals. Let's come on over here. And what do we have? We have the Sneaker Peeker. Okay. I don't think that's what they said.
I don't think that's the way you spell it, but you get the point.
I just realized that. Okay. So we'll come over here. Let me just go ahead and find.
At least I didn't have Sneaker Pecker.
All right. So we'll go ahead and put this logo here. There we go. We got the Sneaker Peeker. Sneaker.
Ooh, you know what I would actually name it? I'd probably name it Sneaky Pete.
Sneakers. All right. Right. This is, somebody could give me a description. We're going to have all this. I just realized this now as I'm shooting this. I'm going to have AI do this for you too, right? This is a newsletter on the hottest trends in the world of, I guess they're luxury sneakers, right? Luxury sneakers. I've seen some of those things for like $3,000, right? So what do we want to do? Let's send out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, right? So the categories, let's see if we can figure this out. Sports, I don't know, news, finance.
I'm putting you some sneaker links in the chat.
Okay, I'm going to say fashion and beauty because I don't really know, right? And I'm sure you're going to tell me that it's mixed both male and female, right? Lifestyle. Okay, see, there you know. Okay, lifestyle. Where did we see lifestyle? Okay, cool. Almost male. Age range, I don't know. I'm going to say these two. I have no idea. I know nothing about this niche. What would the audience income level be, Perry?
Probably 6 figures or more.
Okay.
70 to 200,000. Yeah, probably.
Okay, so I'm going to say this, and I'm going to go ahead and click this. The members haven't seen this yet. And I'm going to say add publication. Okay. And now what's happened is we just added our Sneaker Peeker newsletter. How many of you can do this? Yes or no? Let me know. I just want to make sure that everybody is saying, you know what, that's something I can do. Because all the Ignite members on this call will tell you that this is absolutely something you can do. Okay? All right. Now, this newsletter is set up to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Okay? So now it's going to keep track of when your newsletter should go out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and click on Add Newsletter. Now, once I've done that, it goes ahead and brings in our logo for us. And I'm going to go ahead and make this logo a little bit lower, a little bit smaller. There we go. Look at Perry's got a trademark on it and everything. And now what we can do is we can go ahead and start dragging in our blocks. So I'm going to come over here and somebody give me a video on sneakers because I know nothing about sneakers. Who's got a video on sneakers?
I'll get you.
Okay. Yeah, I know absolutely nothing about this.
Show them the trivia thing while I'm grabbing this.
Yeah, sure. So this little smiley face here, guys, it knows that we're writing a newsletter on sneakers. So I want to go ahead and start out with a trivia question at the top. This has been our little secret here to get people to scroll all the way to the bottom. So look what it says. In the world of sneakers, what iconic Nike silhouette is known for its visible air cushioning unit running the full length of the shoe and was famously worn by Michael Jordan during the 91 NBA season? So I got my trivia question here. And now what we can do is if we come over here and if we grab this video link, let's go ahead and come over here and let's grab the video link and let's put this here. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go ahead and put in this video URL. And I don't care about round, solid, all these features here. All I want to do is update this section here. Okay, is that what you like?
Yeah.
All right, give me an article.
I dropped all of the articles that Perry put into the chat at the bottom.
All right, so let's come back over here, guys, and let's do an article review. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and drop this block.
So you'll understand what this is doing, guys. It's basically going out and writing almost a tweet for each of these articles and then sending people onto those articles. And that's fine. And people are like, well, that's not helping me. It absolutely is helping you. You want to send the very best content you can find to the readers. I always say, like, if you had a toothache and somebody cut out an article from their local newspaper, mailed it to you about how to get rid of your toothache and your pain went away, you wouldn't be grateful to the writer. You wouldn't be grateful to the newspaper. You wouldn't be grateful to the publisher. You wouldn't be grateful to the mailman. You'd be grateful to whoever cut out that article and sent it to you because it was helpful. All we're trying to do is build goodwill and trust with our audience here.
Yep. So I'm dragging in these blocks. And how long did it take you to find these articles that you sent me, Perry?
A minute.
And this is what we have our VAs do. They go and find relevant articles to whatever the niche and marketplace is. Look at that. That's a great fit, right? Perfect fit, right? So we can very easily start to populate this newsletter, but then we can come over here and we can have some fun, right? And so not only can we do a trivia question, we'll put the trivia question at the bottom, but we can do a quote of the day, joke of the day. Let's do interesting facts and let's see what that brings up, right? So I could put a title on the top of it that says interesting facts, but look what it says. Sneakers were originally called plimsolls in the 1800s before they were given the name sneakers due to their supper holes allowing wearers to walk quietly without making noise. No idea. The world's most expensive.
I can promise you, by the way, Chad knows zip about sneakers. So do I. So if you know something about a subject, this is 100 times better. But if you don't know anything, you can still do it.
Give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world. Marilyn Monroe. It just went and pulled that quote of the day, right? How about this one? Let's come down here, and all it's doing is pulling this. So I guess I could type in luxury sneakers, maybe. I don't know. I really know nothing about
collector sneakers. Probably.
Collector sneakers. Yeah, I know nothing about them. I know that my stepson will not be spending that much money on sneakers, right? So let's do Q&A questions. Let's see what it brings up. What is the most sought after collector sneaker? The Air Jordan 1 Off-White is currently one of the most sought after sneakers. How can I authenticate a collector sneaker? Look for details such as the quality materials. And I can change this, by the way, right? So how can I authenticate an Air Jordan 1 or sneaker 3 or whatever, right? Again, I know nothing about any of this stuff, right? But now I can come in here and I can type my headlines in here and I could say, did you know? And I can go and I can put emojis here. I could do everything that you would expect to find inside of a newsletter, right? And if I'm in the right account, let's say that I was also selling sneakers, right? So if I got sneakers on Amazon or whatever that are selling for $1,500, I could actually add them into my monetization center up here at the top. And I could go ahead and say, okay, pull in sneakers. I don't have sneakers per se, but we do have shirts, right? So I could go ahead and say, okay, let's go ahead and do this. And I could go through and choose my image. I could have multiple images, right? And I could go ahead and say update. And now when somebody clicks on this image here, which could be your sneakers, it will redirect to your landing page. Now, again, I know zero about sneakers, but how many of you would have believed that if somebody actually went through and read this newsletter that was interested in sneakers, they would probably be pretty happy with it. They would probably be pretty satisfied. It's pretty interesting, right? So let's come over here to the bottom. Let's go ahead and put the answer to the trivia question. I don't want to put it there. I want to put it at the bottom. There's the trivia question. The Air Jordan 1 sneakers released in 1985. I can put borders here. I can do all this stuff. But my point in showing you this, because I don't want to take too much time, is I wanted to show you how fast you're able to go and create a newsletter. Is this making sense to everybody? Scale of 1 to 10, how many of you believe that you can do what I just showed you? Very simple. And we're just at the bare infant stages of this. And the reason why is because we've been so focused on making sure that we have the right landing page that converts, as well as the whole entire referral system all built out, so that you just weren't building newsletters, but you were also taking your newsletters and bringing in subscribers. You were able to grow your newsletter. That's been our core focus, right? Did you have anything to add on this, Perry? I got housekeepers here too. Timing could not.
No, not right now. I'm good.
Do you hear a lot of noise in the background? Hopefully not.
No, we don't.
Cool. Okay, so let me look at some of the comments here. No, yes, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 15, 10, 10, 10. So if you are currently using Letterman, do me a favor and type in the chat here and let people know what your experience has been. We have some people that are inside a beta, right? And they haven't even seen the new features yet. They haven't even put their newsletter in the marketplace yet. They haven't even set up swaps yet. They haven't done anything because this is the big official launch. This is the big official announcement to all of our new features. And this is the follow-up from the actual newsletter event, right? So now somebody asked me, how did you pull that shirt in? Well, we have a built-in monetization library. So see over here where it says monetization center? Obviously, we're in the print-on-demand business, but look here. I have pickleball paddles over here, right? That's not real. That was used for a demonstration. It definitely sticks out. But these shirts, we actually put in there every single day. So you're able to come in here and simply load as many images as you want so that you're able to choose a different image every day. You put in your URL, you choose your category, and now I showed you how fast you can go about actually loading your shirts, or in this case, your sneakers or whatever you have into your library. So now if you look at the comments here, right? Look what Eric is saying. Don't take my word for it. So easy to use and start implementing today. Just start clicking and build out. Easy to build out newsletters, but can't really do much with that. Really excited to start sending. I love Letterman. So easy to use, makes very attractive newsletters. I'm only looking for people that are using the actual software, right? Keith says, I'm using Letterman, still working, just saw the directory, excited. Yeah, none of them have seen this. And now Chris is asking me to demo the avatar feature. I wasn't going to do that, but hey, let's go ahead and do this. So the point of an avatar is when we write our newsletters, we want to write it in the voice of somebody that knows something about sneakers. So
yeah, that was somebody asked a minute ago in the comments. So why does it seem dry? And it seems dry because there's no avatar created for the sneaker guy yet. If you had a sneaker expert, you build an avatar for the sneaker expert, it's going to talk like a sneaker expert, right? But when you don't have an avatar, the content does come out kind of dry. But he can build an avatar here in, I don't know how far down the rabbit hole we want to go, but we can build an avatar in a few minutes. But that speaks in that voice, like we use in finance.
I'll do a fast demo. What's your avatar name, Jerry?
Jimmy
Sneaker, right?
Jimmy Cole. Let's make him Jimmy Cole.
Jimmy Cole, I know that name. All right, let's click add. All right, so now watch this, guys. We're gonna come over here. I could go ahead and load my own stuff if I want to, but I'm gonna say
Jimmy, call him Jimmy the Sneak. His nickname is Jimmy the Sneak.
Okay.
Instead of Jimmy the Greek.
Okay, good. I'm just gonna skip anything about him. Where does he live though? He lives in Vegas, yeah?
Philadelphia.
I
said that because I bet you can't spell Philadelphia.
How did I do? I actually lived there.
I don't know.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and start. And this is actually Perry's prompt, right? So I want you to create an avatar specializing in sneaker collection. Okay, cool. So it's gonna do that. He says, okay, here's everything that you needed to do, right? He says, okay, yep, I get it. I'll do this, just like AI does. And then what it's gonna do is go out there and find the best 10 YouTube channels on collecting sneakers. Is that a thing? So yep. Here we go. There are the experts on YouTube, right? So we click next step. Who are the 10 best collectors?
This is all happening in real time, by the way, guys. Is this not crazy?
Yep. So identifying the best in the world. Okay, there they are. I have no idea who these guys are. I'll just take your word for it, right? Next step, create an avatar who has full knowledge of all these experts. So what's going to happen is you guys are creating the perfect voice for your newsletter, right? So we open this up. I can promise you a lot of our beta users don't even know that this does this. Let's create a depth profile of our avatar by the name Jimmy Cole, right? So it's going to do that. And then it's going to go through and it's going to say, okay, here's his name. Here's his passion. Here's his expertise. Here's his style. Signature style is a blend of streetwear, fashion, urban flair, vintage sneaker. I imagine that this guy is going to speak our language, right? So then we say next step. What else would our readers want to know about Jimmy?
That's how you just hired that's just how you hired an expert full-time writer for free, by the way, guys. And we can write full feature articles in here. This could write a 750-word article on any subject that has to do with sneakers now in just a few minutes from Jimmy's perspective.
Yeah. So we're almost done. And so what's cool about this is you don't have to come up with your own prompts and everything, even though ChatGPT and all that's really simple. Here is the final response, right? And so what we can do is we can go ahead and save this to our profile. I don't want to save it because I don't want to screw up the team. They get really confused. But now the software will save this whole entire profile and it will go and study it and it'll learn who Jimmy is. And that way, when it writes the newsletters, it can write it in that voice. And you can see what Curtis is saying, that's the secret sauce. Yeah, it's secret sauce that a lot of people don't know how to do. So we automated the whole entire process for you.